It's literally your job.
Thank you very much.
Literally your job.
Alright, Sakura versus OWCS. And I'm going to upload that one out of respect mods right now for you. It's got like their spicy sauce and stuff in it as well, the quesadilla. So it's not just literally cheese. Format question, are Ultimates cooked now? No, they'll still get to playoffs. You need to get top 6 for playoffs traffic, so still plenty of this. My score prediction, 3-1 VP in this situation. I think this game will maybe be... Obviously, VP have looked dominant, but I think Twisted Minds are pretty close here. All right, let's lock into the bans here. Virtus Pro going to ban the Tor, but immediately want to get it at Hazard, or enable Hazard, actually. Interesting. But TVNT really been playing the Diva more in these situations. Going to be a Sigma rollout here from Vestler. And in fact, a classic Virtus Pro-esque composition right now. Because it's a double flex support. It's a Sigma comp. Very spammy, very slow here. Twisted Minds, they've maybe got a decent read on this with Psycho starting on the Tracer as well. So a chance to be aggressive, shut down some of these wide positions here. Slow and steady, forcing the point. Gala deepening his angle here on the left. They've got the setup they want now, Virtus Pro. A classic positional gameplay. TVNT's going to catch a rock, take a load of damage. This is going to slow them down. And Virtus Pro are just forcing the first point right now. Psycho going for a deep one there onto Vessler. Burns all these cooldowns for it as well. Forced out behind. Lampert's come out right now from this engage from TVNT. Pressure onto the backline. Chance for Psycho to maybe pounce. Healing pylon's doing a lot, but not enough to save Fixer. Vessler's still trying to force point, but he's not actually got the flip right now. And TVNT and Psycho, the dynamic duo, just pulling them apart. Funny Astro, not part of the dynamic duo, is going to die first. And actually, Shockwave's going to get 2 kills. Chance for Vessler to dip his toes back onto point right now. Deny that flip right back. Now they're getting bullied off. They need to try and go in for another dive right now. Torpedoes doesn't get all that much, and TVNT's mech get caught. Oh, looks good for a second right there, but Shockwave turns for fine. Now a chance to set up, and this is maybe where the Farah comes really into the fore right now. Playing above this rooftop as they try and retake. A very difficult position to try and clear for Twisted Minds. Obviously, the Diva helps a lot with that. Worth noting, Twisted Minds are going to have the Ray very soon for this retake. Quartz is going to try and swing wide. Speed ring swing as well. I think they're trying to clear out the flank. They're going all the way around the top of the hut. They catch Jayru as a result too. Irony half HP, gonna wait a second here, getting that passive regen going as TVNT begins to force for point. Fixer's gonna set up that Inspire. Captive Sun comes out, TVNT is coming to eat it. Doesn't catch it though, but it catches Quartz. Can they trigger onto Quartz right now? I don't know. Flux to follow it. Vessler needs some pocket. Vessler misses for Flux. TVNT has still lost mech. Quartz is behind. Irony comes through with the Ray now. Maybe a better late than never situation as this Ray comes out. Astro's going to catch a rock. Lots of damage, but Quartz on the angle takes down one. They're still pushing forward with that Ray, but Fixer is all over them. Fixer will get the cleanup right now. Now, last time, maybe we're not out of the woods here. Astro gets his one and gets out. But they hold on to the point there, Virtus Pro. They're going to go over to back brig here as well. I did, yesterday, last week rather, Fixer did in this swap from Baptiste onto brig, so they played Brigalari for a while. I thought it was a bit of a weird comp. And smash it afterwards. Why would you do that, Fixer? Why did you make that swap? And this time it's a double swap coming into play. So Bat Brick now, very durable against a lot of these dives. TVNT's life going to be harder. Really, in an ideal world, TVNT would swap to a Winston or something into this, but not really in his hero pool. Quartz vote will keep getting that opening pick. Shockwave trying to respond right now. Dynamite out on that one. Doesn't catch Irony. TVNT's going to get rocked again. Psycho's putting pressure on the Ash right now, and Quartz is up behind him. Astro is trying to pocket Quartz in this deep position. They are pushing for it. Rally to try and keep Shockwave alive. Can't keep him alive. Pulse Bomb is wide. Quartz now hunting down this Tracer. Will get away, Jaywu. Oh, no, they don't touch! Quartz realised just a second too late. It's a C9. I think he thought TVNT got it, but whatever they were trying to figure out, it was too little too late. And despite that being a really big dogfight,
Ready for battle.
Virtus Pro just in response of it all along. Yeah, I presume it. I don't know where TVNT was in all of this, because Astro dies. I mean, I actually look at TVNT's HP. It's actually, maybe it's just cooked overall, right? Yeah, like Quartz could go if he realizes half a second earlier, but it just feels like the call is too late. What's my Subway order? Don't know. Don't really get Subway that often. Maybe just like maybe a steak and cheese goes pretty decently. Lettuce, onion, tomato. Maybe just some mayo. Not too much mayo, though. All right. Wide again here on the downtown. Gala's going to get focused by this. D.Va, lapped forced early out of Fixer right now, so now the backline is vulnerable. They've been forced to try and rotate as well. This is the chance here for Twisted Minds. Vessel's trying to hold as much space as possible. Goes for that rock. Happy. He's actually just using every single rock on TVNT. They get the punish on the mech there as well. They do lose Irony to the torpedo trade, but tank advantage means they have the ability to force the objective right now. Vessel has burnt his Matrix. More shield up as well. They kill the baby, and Twisted Minds will be waiting for their main man to come back to try and set up some of these dives. And it feels like this is the game here. Twisted Minds, they want to connect that D.Va and this Tracer dive onto the flanks as much as possible. The Virtus Pro are making it so difficult. Part of that is Vessel hitting these rocks on TVNT. Part of that is the job Jaywoo is doing off screen a lot of the time, just to challenge Psycho, make these positions difficult for him to get to. But Psycho has got... Oh, there we go. Right on cue. Thank you, cameraman. Psycho has his recall forced by Jaywoo before he can commit to that dive. And now, without that recall, Psycho can't commit as hard as he normally would. And this means the dive onto the backline is less scary. And what this does is it buys time for Virtus Pro's heroes. It buys time for this Baptiste, the Alari, the Ashe to find kills. And Shockwave, you fight. You buy him time. He will deliver. 3 kills for Shockwave on this one. And they are chasing up Quartz here right now. Gala... disciplined with that one. Not giving Quartz any chance at a late trade. Psycho going over onto the Genji here right now. TVNT, we're getting over to Remarcha. So now Twisted Minds, their comp changes a little bit. TVNT now has, in theory, the frontline advantage onto Vesselak, and they can take that quite aggressively. Still expect Astro and Psycho to work as a sort of 2-man group right now to try and shut down some of these angles here. They have to try and deny these angles from Virtus Pro so they don't just win the fight. You see Psycho's got eyes on this Alari as well, already forced that shift out. Jaywoo camping out the choke with the pulse bomb, trying to help a little bit with a side fight. Vessel's looking for an option. He's used it really early. We'll just take it onto TVNT. Form will be forced out by TVNT. Blocks through, but he just dived through it anyway. Ray not in time from Irony to save him. They go for it. Beat coming through as well. Captive Sun is going to do a bunch of damage. The Beat will absorb some of it right now. And Quartz takes Gala out of the sky. Bob onto the point is buying valuable time here for Shockwave. And Jaywoo is chasing down these weak targets. Astro is trying to run. He's trying to get out. But he just runs into Shockwave. Needed one more touch. And that's going to be a 2-0. Quartz with the drive-by. I don't think he didn't trigger the overtime. So a drive-by for Quartz, but none of it. 200-0 for Virtus Pro. I thought he got it, no? Thank you, Salverbush. VP on top. Thank you for the 12 months, though. 12 months total, 8 in a row. Is he not on it? Come on, right? Come on, he's just, is it just late? Oh, okay, yeah. After checking the VAR, I can see it, yeah. Checking the VAR. Draw the lines, guys. I can see he's quite clearly offside in this situation and therefore the touch. Illegal maneuver. Denied. Inspired you to get Taco Bell? Welcome to the club, Chaos God Perry. Was Sakura game 3-0? Yeah. If 3-0 doesn't actually feel like a fitting enough description to describe how one-sided it was either. Alright, let's get some stats up, do we? Do we? Sometimes when I don't have sleep and I'm just tired, I say words... and they're just not words. Do you want me to leak for DMs for my fiance here? So I send my fiance my order, right? And she responds like a screenshot of it. She responds ordered. And do you know what I said in response to this? I said, thanks, bag fight. I have no memory of typing these words. What was I trying to say? What was I trying to say? Thanks, bag fight. And she's married you. Not yet, Mila. It's maybe going to get a bit ropey. The dementia is catching up. It's overtaking Banner. All right, should we look at some numbers? Number fans right now. Vessler with a big fat goose egg on Death's Foe, which is a good version of the goose egg. 1 death apiece for Jayu and Shockwave. You talk about how the comps matchup works here and how really Twisted Mind's main prerogative is to shut down a lot of these angles, deny it from Shockwave, deny it from Gala, and you look at it and you go, just not a lot of kills. Shockwave never taken out of the game. You seeing snow now? It's snowing there? Where are you, Ayua? Not specifically, don't dox yourself, but where are you broadly speaking? And Quartz, yeah. I mean, 8 and 3. I mean, he was finding picks and kills in all of this here. I mean, the problem is what you want if you are beating this type of Virtus Pro composition here with the type of like a Traitor Diva type thing. I feel like actually it's like Psycho and TVNT you want sort of like skyrocketed. Guys, don't get his address. You're up north, actually. Oh. If anyone wants to share their card number, feel free. How many eliminations? Oh, you can't see. Vessler's got 5 eliminations. Honestly, a pretty uneventful game for Vessler. 5-0. Nothing happens, mate. Just rock for Diva, stand on point, mate. Nothing else to do. Rock for Diva, stand on point. Easy day. Clock in, clock out. See you in the next one. All right, yeah, dominant as well. I don't know if I can. I can't scroll down on this, unfortunately. Oh wait, if I zoom out like that, I think you guys can see everything, right? You should be able to see all the numbers. Who will win map 2 is kind of blocking you a little bit, right? It's blocking Fixer. Sean Dyche Overwatch, yes. But yeah, dominant numbers from a 200-0 situation. Not the craziest, but a few very, yeah, you can see where the problem was. They were obviously prioritizing the backline in a lot of these situations. Gala does have the most deaths, 4 deaths. But I think, yeah, I have to give a lot of credit to the job done by Virtus Pro in making it look so easy for Shockwave in these situations. But Shockwave does deliver, right? Nails his rotations, nails his shots. It's a Taco Bell stream today, Coleman. The problem as well, I think this matchup actually worked out quite nicely, right, for VP, for Vessler in particular, because Vessler wants to play Sigma. We all know this. Godlike on the Sig. And because of this, the sort of go-to heroes against this have been Hazard in some situations, and Hazard in some situations, and Winston in a lot of situations as well. But these aren't really heroes we've seen too much of TVNT. Certainly not Winston, a little bit of Hazard. Viewer predictions, 81%. Wait, what are the bans? So, Zarya banned from TM. So TM probably just want to play Diva, right? Take the counter swap away. VP are going to ban Genji. Would they not be...
Unlocks in 30 seconds.
Okay, they're going to ban Genji. I'm not sure about the Genji ban here. I'm not convinced by it, because I don't think Psycho wants to play Genji in a lot of these situations anyway. And actually, if he can just play the Tracer, I feel like Psycho's really happy with that, actually. So, not convinced by the Genji ban having a huge impact in this one. They're going to ban the Zarya right now, and TVT is going to go remarkable. But Quartz is just immediately dead. Seems unreasonable, and this happens. Full shield up now to try and put pressure onto TVNT. Form is about to expire. That's going to slow TVNT down massively. And, well, it's not just going to slow him down. It's going to cost him his life. And, all right, bit of a magic pick. Rock goes wide. And what a day. Treated to Peppy Sigma into Vessler Sigma. Oh. You're right, craft-wise. Unless you're T1, of course. But that's a nitty-gritty decision that they're not bothered about. Alright, retake coming through now from Twisted Minds. Low ground to high ground. Always talk about this one on Esperanza and how difficult it is for that low ground team. Especially, how is Vessler just getting a magic pick in every fight? He's just, I mean, some of that was a disruptor shot, right? Like, Lucio got credit for the assist there as well. And, I mean, You know, first map, it was 200-0. Wanted to give a lot of credit to the way Virtus.pro were playing. But this one, they're just getting it for free. Now a chance at this fight again. Window nearly up for Gala, significantly ahead of a lot of the other ops. And Fix has just got this pick on the flank as well. Jesus Christ. It's a piss take. What is happening? Rock onto TVNT right now and Twisted Minds. It feels like a crumble. Jaywo's going to pick up TVNT. The rest of Twisted Minds do manage to recover, get themselves out. They're getting close to that double support op situation here, TM. And you have to say, Ray will outvalue Window in these situations. But the problem for TM right now is we just need to keep 5 people alive. We conceded 90 meters off first picks. VP have the magic touch right now. Rock comes out. Flux early from Vessler right now, looking for it. Window in response to that as well, trying to catch him. Will catch TVNT. Form does come out. The slam on. He is 1 HP. They're trying to pocket him through. Rock comes out. They get no kills out of those 2 ults right now. Astro nearly has the beat, and Quartz has the opening pick. Finally, a response from Twisted Minds here. Lamp comes out onto them, but stuck in very deep. Shockwave will fall down. Gala just looking for a trade if he can, but Quartz has got that one on wrap. Molten Core's actually coming out from Jaywu in all of this. And Irony's going to Ray in response. Jaywu's actually killed too. Not out of the woods yet at all. I thought they'd done enough. Quartz has got the angle. But they've got 2 players on the flank. There we go. Quartz will finish the job. So the Ray in response to the Molten Core there, I mean... It feels so shitty, I think, to have to use the Ray there in exchange for that. Virtus.pro are going to be really happy with that trade. In theory, Twisted Minds, their ultimates, are better than Virtus.pro's in a lot of situations here. The beat to push with, the Ray to push with, the Annihilation to push with. So VP trading out one of those key push timings for Twisted Minds probably feels really good for them. But now they're going to keep holding on the high ground. Jaywu uses that overload, force back, overclock from Quartz, needs to try and find something with this. Disengage looks relatively good here from Virtus.pro. Look at, oh, they're trapped underneath. Lucio and Torben's there. The beat comes out, not in time for Jaywu. Slow one from Fixer and Quartz. He's still behind, but Quartz needs help. 14 HP. He's going to peek for Lucio. He's got pocket from Funny Astro. They're going to walk forward. Annihilation on point during all of this as well. And that's just going to allow some beat up from TVNT. And okay, a good fight here. Do get a late trade actually onto Quartz. That's a really big trade actually by Fixer. And that's going to be annoying to deal with. And okay, actually gone a couple of good fights for Twisted Minds. Well, one good fight. One good fight. But they're threatening checkpoint already. They have to go pick up Quartz and then they can get some more meters. Come on, get some more meters. Threatening cap right now, but Vessler wants to touch before the point goes through. But this is a difficult situation to contest from for Virtus.pro. You can see Joe is threatening the flank there as Vessler tries to move a robot back up. Beat push available for Funny Astro right now. If this window or overclock goes, they want to try and connect it. Fixer's going to amp out of that one. Window to try and deal with this push from TVNT. He has to try and get out. Beat to keep TVNT alive. Overclock from Shockwave as well. Looking for more. Swings out, but the beat health is good. Psycho's got a pulse bomb kill on point. Now the point is going the other way. Shockwave continues to push. Desperate for kills. Can't find anything though. Still on the low ground. He's committing to point. Any trade will do at this point for Shockwave. Psycho though playing it patiently, not taking any risks. It is a no trade situation, but Fixer, how? I've missed a trading. A classic Jim will fix it situation, it seems. And Fixer gets a trade onto TVNT. Another high value trade for Fixer. And even though Twisted Minds are winning these fights, they're winning these exchanges, Fixer's trades are making this the reward basically they get for these one fights significantly less. Now, retaking from the low ground again is Virtus.pro. They have Flux versus not a whole lot right now, so there is ult advantage for Virtus.pro if they can move quickly. Gala is on the flank here. It's a double pocket onto the DPS, but TVNT with the slow. Flux through the top now. They're trying to go for a high ground push. Flux onto Quartz. He's pushed. Oh, he is going to be finished off by Fixer. It's a 1-for-1 trade only. Recall to dodge for Rock, and Astro kills it up, and Astro is stealing meters while this goes on. Virtus.pro, a difficult decision to manage right now. They are stuck behind enemy lines, and the payload is moving away. They have to worry about lead. They do catch Irony's split. Now, Twisted Minds, I think they're just going to leave Psycho to get as many meters as he can. Regroup on the high ground, take another fight. But the distance for the lead now is down to 13 meters. Still 4 minutes left to play. Diva swap now for Vessler. Better at contesting a lot of these high ground situations. More pressure onto Quartz, so he's not just free. They're going to rotate underneath right now, but Quartz has the overclock ready to go. Vessel needs to try and mark it. Molten Core comes out. Quartz will boot to the low ground. Drops into them right now. Quartz will slide back to the team. Ray's still going forward, though, so they're not getting maximum value out of this Ray, really. Virtus Pro have lost one, but stabilized underneath. Player advantage for Twisted Minds right now. Overclock still in hand. Vestal's going to go up. Beat push comes through. Quartz patient with this one. Where Gala is going in, looking for a trade, and Quartz will go, okay then, if you insist. Looking for both supports right now. Fixer is awfully low. Difficult shots for Quartz just in the midst of it here. Will be good for one. Does get traded by Vestal though. I mean, ultimately, we may be an unnecessary risk for Quartz, and now it's going to lead to a messy situation. Quartz and Irony both go down. Psycho looking to clean this one up, but gets caught by a body shot. 1 second to recall. Trying to get this passive heal going. Will get topped up by Astro. And neither team have really won the fight right now as respawns come back through, but now they have. TVNT caught on point, and now Astro has to run for his life. Needs to be careful not to stagger. Shockwave's looking for it, down to half HP. Disruptor shot buys a bit of valuable space and time for Astro to stabilize, but they need TVNT before they can take this fight properly. Still with the lead, Virtus Pro looking to get a little bit more on the board. Overclock around the corner from Shockwave, but they all seem relatively far back. TVNT also with the Diva swap. Pulse bomb wide from Psycho in the back right now. Just damage onto TVNT as he regroups with the team. Quartz will swing, but Astro's been caught in all of this. Matrix for Shockwave as he takes that trade. Psycho's just behind. Shockwave will deal with that one. Lickety split. And now real meters being added to the lead right now for Virtus Pro. Ray advantage for Gala as well. Astro has the beat to respond with. TVNT is low on HP. Investor wants to push this advantage. Force for D-Mech. Does get the D-Mech. No chance at a bomb. Baby Diva leave the baby alive, honestly. Make it hard for him. Vessler with a Poké Bomb over the top. Top rope. Doesn't find anything. But they kill the baby and all of that. Well, Twisted Minds D-Peak. They have to Ray out of spawn right now. Or they rain to push. Beat come out with a response. But it's Quartz who has to touch. That is suboptimal to say the least. They need TVNT to take over the touch right now. Astro and TVNT are there. Quartz slides forward for a kill. Doesn't get it, but pulls Virtus Pro back a little bit. Now pressure onto the Juno. Gala will be forced backwards. Ray to try and help TVNT because he has gone oh so deep with this. I already has for Ray. Honestly, they might need it at this point. Astro dies trying to save him. They stole the payload back, though. Really important job with that payload seal from Psycho. He needs to try and live if he can as well. Full pocket onto him, but Chewu finishes the kill. They need to touch. They need to touch. Is anyone there for it? No, TVNT boot back denied, and it will be a full push for Virtus Pro in the end. And it continues. So, I mean, honestly, it felt like that was actually a pretty even match if we ignore the 90 meters Twisted Minds gave away for free, right? You know? If we ignore that part of it, it felt really even. But the problem is you give away 90 meters for free at the start. Even if you lose a couple of fights, that's just full cap territory, right? And then as soon as we're in this like rush to the objective situation, all of a sudden it gets... You can't take the fights exactly how you want because you have to keep point contested. And it becomes really tricky. Alright, scoreboard. Alright, why isn't Bull meta anymore? It's a reasonable enough question. I think Bull is still pretty good in the meta. Just EMEA doesn't really have a lot of good Bull players. Alright, so what are we looking at here? Biggest numbers, smallest numbers. A classic game of biggest numbers, smallest numbers. TVNT, couple more deaths than Vessler. Some of them were just these really late deaths. I feel like a couple of those deaths were just really... All of Vessler's deaths were just like lost team fight deaths, I feel like, for the most part. Maybe that one pulse bomb on the low ground. Vessler, 2k damage ahead. Obviously, we know what he does on Sigma. Everything else feels relatively even. Slightly less deaths. Shockwave, slightly less than Quartz. Damage-wise, are we feeling relatively similar? Chewu is ahead, but was Chewu on Tracer for the whole thing? You played a bunch of Torb as well, right? So that damage gap is kind of, I think, probably just mostly a Torb versus Tracer, no? Oh, thank you, Cupax. Thank you for the 8 months.
VP.
VP indeed. Virtus Pro 1 map 2. Where else I was looking? Quartz versus Shockwave. Actually, slight damage advantage for Quartz in all of this. Like, slightly better KD. Oh, not slightly better KD, but more eliminations, more deaths. VP on top? I mean, VP most certainly on top. I think there's no huge disparities here unless I'm missing anything. Astro actually like 1.5k more healing than Fixer in all of this. Thanks, car dealer. Only as young as you feel. Fixer healing is insane. Yeah, just yeah, I mean, wasn't like Fixer's greatest series, right? That late beat onto one late beat, caught in a few of these situations. What was it, late beat? Yeah, late beat onto Jwoo underneath. Yeah, the trades were high value though. That's true. That's true. Oh, I always forget the prediction sound exists, so I'm always like surprise. Coaching with a Cardiff game in 10 minutes. Afraid not Coleman. That's your wheelhouse. Will reference. It's weirdly close, but not at the same time. Yeah, I mean, it would have felt a lot closer if it wasn't for 90 meters. 90 meters for free. VP beat Gen G in their first match 3-1. If they played today, I think VP would still win, honestly. I think it's... I could see it being a 3-2. I could see it being closer. I think a lot of Gen G's problems on that first series was the Ana wasn't working for them at all. It felt they were a little bit stubborn. Didn't change it as soon as they should have. And that really hampered a lot of their ability to win those maps. Saying that, they still like took a map and it was kind of competitive. This one, on the other hand. All right, what are we getting ban-wise? TM insistent. Absolutely insistent on protecting tank. VP are going to ban Lucio. Maybe try... Surely they wouldn't try Bap... Would try Bapalari on Saravasa? It has been good historically. Actually, this is actually... Is this not just... Is this straight out of the Esports World Cup from VP? Right? Sorry, we'll get to the TM one. But yeah. But for VP, this is actually straight out of the Esports World Cup, right? In terms of ban Valucia, go to Saravasa, play like Bapalari. TM have banned Roadhog, which presumably means Ben is taking the piss. Because, yeah, why not ban... Because TVNT... Honestly, like, when I watched TVNT on Sigma, all the way back at the Saudi E-League, when he was on a team with Landon, TVNT went toe-to-toe with Sigma, right? Or with Sigma, with KSA. And we've seen KSA go close with Vessler before. So I think TVNT actually has a chance to go toe-to-toe with him on Sigma in some situations. But what I don't understand is because TVNT is not playing the Sigma, why are we not just taking it away from Vessler? Forcing him onto Ramatra? Or Diva or something, you know? The only logic would be... is they actually want Vess on Sigma. And they want Vess on Sigma so that they can play Ramatra into it, right? If you think Ramatra beats Sigma,
4, 3,
then you should be happy with that, right? Like they're trying to bait Vessler to go in this comp onto Sigma.
flashpoint. Mark it.
Why not play Ryan with Hadi? It would counter the Sigma, but then Vessler just swaps to Diva or something, right? Alright, Quartz is going Widow. He's been watching Prophet this morning. No nano boost available for him, but Virtus Pro are doing the Esports World Cup. I'm going to say trick. I'll just say play. More respectful. It's not really a trick. It's just a good decision. And it's going to be allowing no Lucio. So we're going to rely on these speed rings a lot onto Psycho to try and shut down some of these wide positions. Quartz knows they're going to play a slow comp though. So the Widow pick, greedy on paper, but maybe not greedy in reality. And TVTS just deleted Vessler. Maybe we're going to start to see... You know what? I was skeptical at first. I see Hog and I want to be cynical. But maybe baiting them onto the Sigma isn't the craziest thing. I think the Widow Gambit is a good Gambit. They do get traded out, so it's not the cleanest one at all. But yeah, a lot of time for this. Jay was going to go over onto the Genji. Quartz will go onto the Sojourn right now. And now, a slow comp here Vesta's going to go on to Ramattra, you see? So they get him off Sigma anyway. Now coming through. Round the corner. Swinging onto Vesta right now. He's taking a fair amount of damage. Torpedoes come out. They catch Vesta as well. And Vesta's lost his HP trade pretty hard. Vesta will fall. And alright. They did concede for flip, but they get it right back here. Twisted Minds, and now they're looking for stagger kills. Walking forward. Slow is available in 3 seconds here. Looking for that Vortex shield to keep peeking. Vortex available now. Form is going to be used. Slow onto the Baptiste. Looking for Fixer. Psycho finishes the job. Lamp is too late from Fixer. And alright. In control of the point here, Twisted Minds, Rally, and Ray ready to go. These are ults you want to push with if you're Twisted Minds as well. Let Virtus Pro dare to walk up to the choke if they can. Drop those ultimates and punish them. Have to be worried a little bit. Maybe a Bob to force point would be Shockwave's best option in this situation. But Virtus Pro, they have to be ready to absorb some of this aggression. The Twisted Minds have ults to push with. Quartzfo just one-shots Vestala, deletes him off the map. No lamp, no form, no shot. Twisted Minds will sweep this one. They just need to clean up these kills on point. There we go. Quartz will start the job and he'll finish the job as well. A little bit of a stagger kill here onto Jwoo, who will accept his fate. Accepts his fate on that disruptor shot. And alright. Twisted Minds look like they found a bit of a solution.
Hello.
Holding on to the high ground now, Quartz and Psycho there, looking to dominate the side fight. Walking up main is Virtus Pro. They have Window, they have Captive Sun, but Twisted Minds, they've got the 5 bank, and their ults, I think, are mostly better, especially these support ults in these situations. Captive Sun looking for it. Ray aggressive push from Irony right now. Gala's trying to bait it out. Looks for the connect. Catches on to Irony. Irony's awfully low. The trigger comes through. Irony will die. Rally can't save him. Overclock and Annihilation used as well from TVNT and Quartz. Damage is going out there. Quartz catches Gala just above the shield. They've lost control of point right now, but TVNT and Astro are right back on there. Astro needs help against this Ramattra as Quartz has been shut down by Jwoo, but they're not out of it yet. Psycho back helping point, trying to save Astro's life. Vestler cleans up that kill. Vestler is low. They need to kill Vestler before this next form timing, but he's got Annihilation. Psycho will try and get out of there, but now Vestler taking over. Psycho is on the run. Turns his attention to TVNT. Hits for slow. Kills him. They did give a flip TM, so not the worst. Now dive in from Psycho. Too low to use for Blade. Not enough support, and VP will flip it right back. You see Garda also making his way onto the Juno right now. Juno Kiri coming out from Virtus Pro in all of this. TVNT is going to go Malga, trying to one-up the tank game again. Problem for Twisted Minds, they have to be careful. They've got this Blade to go with, but Bob can really neutralize the Blade a lot. And they have to respect Jwoo's Blade. They've not got any ult to answer Jwoo's Blade as well. So in theory, a better situation for Virtus Pro and for Jwoo in particular. Twisted Minds, though, they're a little bit low on time because Virtus Pro are up to 70% already. They need to fight. They need to win this fight here, essentially. It's not a straightforward one at all. Dink on the way past, Jwoo catches Psycho. It's just got a whole lot worse for Twisted Minds. Their only ultimate is down. Now dash onto the back. Irony will die, and Virtus Pro quids in for this. They will save all their ultimates for this next point, as well as tying it up 1-1 here. Swaps coming through. Late kill onto Quartz as well. Jwoo cleans that one up. Okay, no swaps either way right now. Twisted Minds still have the Blade, but as we've allowed more time for more ults to charge up, it's actually Virtus Pro who are the beneficiaries. Up to 3 ultimates now, nearly 4 with fixers. Twisted Minds here might be a 2-fight situation. Maybe just go with Blade, try and force a couple of ults here, maybe a combo out of VP. Take it quickly before the point unlocks. Might be the best choice for Twisted Minds. A tactical loss. For an economic victory. Okay. Coming back in now, looking for opportunities. Psycho seems pretty keen to get this one going. Forces for TP out. Another dash in 5 seconds to move it up. Virtus Pro haven't pulled the trigger on any of these ultimates. There is the Bob to start it. They're going to try and kite this one, maybe. Oh, but just dead on point is TVNT. I guess he didn't have Stomp available to come out, and that means it's going to be a cheap one for Virtus Pro. This is the best result for Virtus Pro. Worst result for Twisted Mind. Near worst result. Irony's going to rage to try and turn right now. They have no tank, but they are trying to walk forward with the damage. Jwoo, the Ray Blade in response, gets the job done. Funny Astro will fall. Is forced back, and Psycho's Blade shut down as well. It's actually both teams trying to trade for a Ray Blade. Feels like a hot take from Twisted Minds to take that one without their tank. These ult situations equalize a little bit here. So this next retake looks more possible. Kitsune Rush and Annihilation available for Virtus Pro. TVT can lock everyone in the cage. And honestly, Kitsune Rush and Annihilation in the cage is pretty good. They need to combo this if they use cage. Rally's going to be used early on. They're walking on now. Kitsune Rush in response. Looking for a cage opportunity. Fix has been forced back. Forced to TP out, but not the best TP out. Annihilation comes through. TVT has the cage, and Vessler is locked up in it right now. Quartz actually doesn't even need the overclock. The Rally was enough. And TM win the ult fight. They get the retake onto point. And they bank the overclock for the next one as well. Really well managed situation for Twisted Minds. And they managed to recover from a big ult deficit at the start when point E unlocked here. And now a more reasonable situation. And we've completed the cycle. Vessler is back on the Sigma here. A classic backstep comp now Virtus Pros in reality. A little bit harder without a Lucio, of course. Gala's speed rings can have to maybe be used mostly defensively. And overclock does come out as the stop comes in. And Quartz is trying to hunt for flankers. Genji in the back. Jaywood cops 2 body shots down to a bar and a bit of HP. But has lived right now. And no kills just yet. No kills maybe at all for Twisted Minds out in this push. Look at Psycho though hiding above, looking for an assassination. They're trying to go in. Gala catches one. Good for it. Rock is wide from Vestala. He can't do enough to protect the backline. But they have traded 1 kill in all of this. And Vestala is still farming damage as Twisted Minds. We're going to try and regroup on point. Irony is awfully low and Twisted Minds recollect themselves. 4v4 on point. Ray closer for Irony as they step forward. Low on time, Virtus Pro, and they have to be ready to try and disengage this Ray right now. As long as Irony gets kills, low on HP, torpedoes come out. They need kills out of this Ray. Walking forward, looking for it. Shockwave is so low. Psycho dashes in to finish that kill. TVNT is low, will run back to point. Can't get out right now. Bob is there. Bob is getting involved. Deflex is going to be forced, but he's shut down. Oh, they might just win this dogfight right now. Twisted Minds are trying to preserve their lives. They have to play for a late touch. They have Blade for it. TVNT has gone Diva to get back faster. Astro has Rally if it's a really long fight, but the Rock can be assassination. Psycho can't touch. And because Psycho can't touch, nobody can touch. 2-1 lead for Virtus Pro now. TVNT has stuck the Diva. He originally came back on it to try and come back fast for that stagger fight. That never really occurred since that Rock denied the touch from Psycho. It's a Rally Blade situation for Twisted Minds. A powerful combo. Vessler might be wise to maybe use this defensively here in this Flux, trying to interrupt this Blade and Rally push. Needs to be careful he's not too close to Astro, though, and getting that Flux cancelled. Ray and Kitsune Rush to force point in all of this as well. They go with Kitsune Rush, probably the lower value of it all. Flux goes out aggressively, actually, but here comes it into backline. Quartz has died, but the Rally Blade is getting its job done here. Vessler's going to throw a Rock out in response, but the backline, well, 2 of them have been eliminated. Now the Blade on to Jaywood to try and turn it. He's been forced back right now, and he's bullied. He can't get anything with this Blade. Still has the dash. Looked for something, but TVNT will come into point. Virtus Pro did get flipped through in all of this, remember. Now Jaywood looking to dive into something. It's the backline they want again, though. Fixer will go down. Jaywood tries to trade it out, but TVNT is right there, all over Jaywood. Can't get out. They clean up Vessler on point while TVNT is focusing that down. And Twisted Minds, 30% conceded, and they win the fight. Means they still get a retake even if they lose a fight here, Twisted Minds. So pretty reasonable situation. Vessler now onto Ramatra as we continue the games of Tank's one-upmanship. Ray available for Gala. Irony has it to match. Quartz nearly the overclock to lay it into this one. Some of Irony's Rays have been not being quite aggressive, but they've also felt very scary for Irony in a lot of these situations here. Pushing into the Ash, needs to get careful not to get dinked. For now, though, they have angles either side of point, and this is going to make it really difficult to get their toes onto this without taking a lot of damage. Jay was trying to clear this top right side for him, and TVNT's been forced back. It's a Ray overclock coming straight through. Quartz looking to burn damage, turbocharge it with this overclock, and I mean, it's turbocharged for sure. Doesn't get the credit for all the kills, but pumps a load of damage in there. And they are good for this one, Twisted Minds. They will be tying us up. 2-2 most likely. Shockwave just get a late trade onto Astro, which is frustrating. But this touch should still be really hard for Virtus Pro right now. Gala is going Life Weaver back to Juno just to try and get out of spawn that little bit faster. They have Bob to contest point if they can make it Virtus Pro, but they need someone to get the first touch, and it won't be going. We'll be going to point B to decide it all. Remember, Twisted Minds, 2 maps down. They are playing for their lives in this series. Shockwave has for Bob for point. No great response here from Twisted Minds, but really can kite out this Bob pretty effectively. You know, speed ring, shield up, matrix, all this stuff. Dynamite comes through, catches Quartz, forces him to take a step back. Virtus Pro want to get a position here where they can put Shockwave's Bob on point. Astro probably should be considering saving Whip for it, try and deny it going where Shockwave wants it. I think Astro has the angle for it as well. Bob's going to come out, but maybe not actually. They're going to deep peek this Bob a little bit. Dive into the back line for TVNT. He has bomb to be aggressive, but he's just eliminated for it. It was so deep from TVNT. And Bob and Vessler going to stand there. Happy as a clown, capturing point. TVNT will be swapping onto the Ramatra after this one. Takes the mirror, not the Malga decision this time, just for Ram mirror. So now it all comes down to the ult. It's a beat blades, sorry, a rally blade situation for Twisted Minds. Virtus.pro aren't far behind and a massive annihilation advantage for Vessler here. So as long as both teams can use the rally to counter out the other team's blades, Vessler's annihilation should be the difference maker right now. Psycho's going to make his way around to this coast. Vessler's trying to make an aggressive move. Rally to deal with that one. Psycho dashes back as well. And Virtus.pro, they get a much later rally. They haven't used anything yet. Annihilation to keep pushing. Psycho tries to catch some split targets. They make the wraparound and Psycho is good for 2. Bash comes through from Fixer, but the sword is mightier than the shield on this occasion. Jaywoo and Vessler have traded 2, so it's not over just yet. Twisted Minds already conceded 70%. Psycho battling away right now. Full pocket coming through from Irony. They have the Ray and Quarters with them as well. They just need damage. As soon as his form goes down for Vessler, he is in big trouble. Jaywoo has the blade if he really feels the clutch, but decides to save the blade for a later day. Wait, no, he doesn't. He wants to fight. Ray comes out from Irony, and Jaywoo is so happy with that trade because now Gala has Ray advantage. Twisted Minds, they have control of a point, but they need kills soon. But Ray is coming back out. They catch Fixer before the Ray. It's only a 1-for-1 trade, though. Jaywoo dashes into the Ray. The Ray is pushing forward, killing everyone. TVNT has stayed alive right now. Our good ultimate trade here from Virtus.pro. They set up Gala perfectly for that victory Ray. Desperate dash back into Psycho. TVNT can maybe get one more touch. Quartz has gone Junkrat. Oh, it won't solve the problem. Virtus.pro are going to take it 3-0. All right. And it really is a Virtus.pro on top kind of day. Should we hit the numbers? That one was the best map of the series, honestly. Yeah, really nice ult trade at the end, and I think... I mean, the way Virtus.pro play, the way they move around the map, the way they manage these ultimate situations, looks really clean. Really clean. A couple of individual errors at key times on that Saravasa really cost Twisted Minds, but I think really the story is here about how good Virtus.pro look. Oh, GG's Shockwave. Yeah, hell of a performance, and actually, honestly... Not even just like a X-Player popped off performance, blah, 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 blah. But like, just a really classy team performance, I think, actually, out of Virtus.pro. Hard not to sing their praises. Numbers-wise, relatively even, actually. I mean, you wouldn't necessarily know. I mean, it was a 3-2, right, so close. But you wouldn't necessarily know Virtus.pro had won from all of this. Got to be best player of the match? I mean, he did do a lot right. Opening picks on all of Esperanza. Pretty consistent on all of the heroes. Annihilations felt good. Would anyone else really... Anyone else? I don't know. Honestly, it did feel like a really good team performance, right? Like... Yeah, Gala did really well, I think. Alright, sorry. I'm not really looking at these numbers. I just got them on screen. Yeah, pretty similar. Maybe slight damage gap on Vessler's side over TVNT. There was a lot of tank changing and all of that, though. So, Vessler spent a decent amount of time on Sig. Astro. Obviously, like, mostly on Brig here. Astro actually more healing, less damage. There was some Kiriko actually as well from Fixer there, which maybe explains some of that too, worth noting. Shockers or Vess, in my opinion. Yeah, I could maybe be... I don't know, I thought Gala had a good one. Good with a lot of arrays, didn't feel like he was getting caught in a lot of these situations. Decent on the Alari, decent on the Baptiste when he played parts of it too. Fixer had some clutch mid-fights, yeah. I feel like there was also like when Fixer was on Baptiste, I felt there was still like... We're in like a lot of late lamp situations here. There's that one late beat on Esperanza as well. Like, more individual things as well. Yeah, I feel like the ult game was ahead for Virtus.pro.
Joining us now for a very quick chat. So Fixer, welcome to the show, and thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Let's talk about your team, because I mean, it was
Shockwave,
3-0,
are you still
right?
here?
So not too much to dissect about the match. Let's talk about the team. A lot of other teams struggle to find their identity.
We need to
The
talk
meta
about
being,
this facial hair, Shockwave.
you know, all over the place.
I feel like Shockwave,
what do you
look.
guys enjoy playing the most? Like, what's your favorite meta to play
Shockwave,
with this
look.
team?
I think the way I picture VP is you're very much, you know, Smash is the head coach and you're the leader of the team.
Whatever.
You need to have a word here about this facial hair, Shockwave. I think that the responsibility falls on you here. I'm in the background.
If you had to choose, what's the most fun?
I can't see it.
Double flex with Sigma. Gala is best.
Sorry, I'll let Victor talk.
That's it.
Gala, best, Gala looks sick on the I think both of you look exceptional. Obviously, you played on small other well, I say small, like you played on Poker Face, obviously Philadelphia Fusion and the Troll Infernal. What do you think is different compared to this team now, being on a mixed language team as well? You've done it in the past, but is this any different for you? Or do you feel very comfortable at home?
To be honest, using English is very very hard to communicate with each other, but
There's actually so much background noise.
Western players can speak, I mean, Shockwave can speak Korean as well. That's sick.
That's sick.
Your English is really good.
Honestly, you guys have heard of Nat's Goat, you've heard of Nat's Gimp. That's sick.
One question for you, Pixa. We've asked a couple people about how they feel about perks now coming into Overwatch. So what is your
it is sick, to
perspective
be
on
fair.
perks?
He's not wrong.
To be honest, I'm busy right now to prepare perks, but it's gonna be fun, I guess. Yeah, this is very fun.
Well,
looks fun.
It's gonna be fun for sure, and it's gonna be exciting to see which team is gonna come out on top next week with perks in the mix. Fixa, you're also player of the match, by the way, so congratulations on that. We're gonna let you go now, so thank you so much for joining us.
I don't know.
Best
I'm
of
not
luck in your
convinced.
next match.
I'm not convinced.
Thank you.
He did enough.
Bye bye.
You're very
He
welcome.
played well.
Bye.
Good team performance. It was a player of the match. Come on now. Absolute robbery. You made it on stream, finally. Did I tell you guys? Did I tell you guys what happened? Is I got a message from oh, hold on, my food's outside. Stop. So, what was I saying? Yeah, so they asked me, you know, they do like these guest appearances and stuff. They do these guest appearances and stuff. They asked me to do one. And I was like, yeah, sure. Yeah, I can do it. They wanted like a Asia update. And then they messaged me a couple of days later. Fucking cancelled. But it's okay, guys, because I'm gonna eat these chips and feel better about myself. And they can't stop me. Was it because of a racism? No, it's because they double booked. Maybe cancelled was a cancelled. I didn't mean it as like cancelled in a divisive term. It was double booked, so they cancelled on me. Did they think you were Smex? Almost definitely. Sorry, I'm missing some of these questions. If I think you were Smex, answer that one. Why does VP keep winning? I don't know. Good coach, good macro. Good macro is a great way to have consistent results. Everyone seems to be performing to a pretty reasonable level. Feels like every time they play, everyone has a clear idea of what their role is, what their job is. And stuff like this really helps with consistency. Did you see the Zodial clip on Route 66? No. I mean, I guess I watched it live, but I'm not sure what you're talking about specifically. Division have a chance to climb out of relegation? No, not really. I think they've got a great chance to stay in OWCS for Stage 2, as in win those promotion relegation games. But I don't think...
Season 16 is launching in April, and it's going to be another
I don't think they have a chance to climb
season.
out, really, though.
In addition to a new hero, theme, and some fun events, we have something extra special that has been in the works.
What kind of chips are you eating? Taco Bell chips, Anion. With like, you know, like the loaded chips. So we got like sour cream, tomatoes, some melted cheese, some beef.
Stadium is the biggest game mode we've made since Overwatch 1.
Taco Bell for dinner. Who is VP coach? Asked Evan. It's Smash. He was on Gladiators before in Overwatch League.
Awesome. It's Overwatch gameplay like you've never seen before. Fast-paced rounds, nail-biting 5v5 matches, and a best-of-7 system designed to push every player's
Such a sucker for Taco Bell.
This is the arena where you don't just outplay the enemy, you outthink and outbuild them too. Here's the twist. Mods. Each round, you'll earn coins
Good
based on
shout.
how you
I'll try and pad it a bit if I can, but it's actually only 50 minutes right now.
Customize abilities for your hero. Choose from mods that boost
Let me pad it,
survivability,
Juby, out of
like
respect,
extra
at least to
armor,
over an hour.
amplify attacks with shorter cooldowns,
Chips equal like friend.
even
Yeah,
add
yeah.
game-changing abilities.
So not like nachos, like
Stadium is packed
yeah, I
with
guess fries.
transformative powers and strategic encounters that enhance the hero fantasy well beyond anything we've released. This also includes the option to choose how you play in either a first-person or an entirely new third-person perspective from which to see more of the battlefield and your modifications.
A new shawarma shop has opened up. All right.
To go into detail and really showcase,
We'll get you some uncoachable merch in an extra large alpha.
Snyder, and of course, the one and only Dion Rogers.
What's up, Aaron? Thank you so much, Aaron. Wow, this is great.
I don't know for sure, Dipsy, but I would presume they would. I feel like that would make the most sense to me since all the teams play each other. You know, if you've had Taco Bell for 25 years, Evan, your body's probably in a better state than mine then. I mean, I've not had it in a while, to be fair.
What works as an edge in one round might be the difference maker in the next. You'll be upgrading your hero until they're so powerful that Aaron has no choice.
Power rankings looking rough, huh? Well,
you become a walking fortress by going all in.
all about the final results, you know. You know what I was thinking, Shockwave? I was like, when I was doing my power rankings videos a few weeks ago, I was like, there's a chance VP might be all right, you know. But if, say, something happens where they add a bunch of perks to the game, everyone gets like 4 new abilities, I was like, I know how bad Danish players are going to be at that. I know Smash can't handle that as well, too much for them. So that's where I'm predicting the fall off. It's just a simple perk gap.
Each choice you make is a step towards strategic dominance. Early in the game, you'll invest in affordable mods that lay a solid foundation for your team, giving you an immediate but modest boost. As the match heats up, you'll unlock access to more expensive,
Take a look at the clip by Toby.
satisfying mods that pack a
Is this for Pep's one?
turning the tide in your favor.
Let me open it.
Each power-up is complemented by incredible visual effects, dynamically interacting with your actions to maximize the awesome feel of
It's actually... Has he time traveled from the future for this one? He just knows where he's gonna be.
In addition, you'll also unlock even more powerful traits that won't cost you anything. Traits are meant to be defining aspects of your play expression, so we're making sure that they feel appropriately transformative. You may remember us teasing some of these in events like Trials of Sanctuary or Junkenstein's Laboratory.
Isn't that a perk? Yeah. One of Sojourn's perks is you can actually exist 4 seconds in the future.
Utility healer for your team while improving your biotic field by increasing its range, attaching it to yourself, and buffing the attack.
Can you explain the hog ban from TM? Yep. My running theory is one, they're really keen to explain to protect tank. But more importantly, they want to protect tank to allow TVNT to do the swaps he wants to do. But I think they actually want Vestler onto Sigma. They want to force Vest into Sigma, on Sigma, so they can play Remark into him. And honestly, it kind of worked, right? They got Vest to... Pardon me, they got Vest to swap. I've got hiccups now. I've eaten too fast. They got Vest to swap, and then they try and stay a step ahead of the swap game, right? Like, you go Sigma, I'll go Ram, Vest mirrors Ram, now I'm on Malga. Pardon me. The problem for TM is the Malga into Ram didn't really work as much as they wanted it to. So that's kind of where it fell apart.
It's just the beginning of empowering you to build the best hero you can.
We'll be keeping a close eye on your feedback and continue to find ways to evolve this mode into the biggest and best it could be.
We're planning to kick things off.
Explain why Hattie is benched. I don't have any inside information really, but just the same reason anyone gets benched in any situation, right? They think TVNT suited to the comps they want to play a little bit more. You know, it's how much Diva they're playing and all this stuff. Players playing better, you know? Same question answer and sort of treads the ad. If I'm the coach, if one player's playing better, I'm putting them in.
Stay tuned as we reveal more details in the coming months. Stadium isn't just a new way to play. It's a new way to dominate. Get ready to strategize, customize, and rise.
That was too many.
16 is just around the corner. See you there.
See you there.
Can I have a chip? Of course. So Applicable asked, what teams will struggle to keep up with perks? Will teams with bigger rosters have it easier? I think the size of rosters won't really matter that much. I think what will happen this first week we experience perks. So next weekend, what we're going to see...
dedicated to saving lives. But when Overwatch disbanded,
sorry, BZ. I'm gonna glaze over that one. When all the perks come out next week, what I think is going to happen is teams are going to get the patch on Tuesday night, right? So we're going to have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday scrims, matches on Friday. A couple of teams have a little bit more, depending on how the fixture list goes for them. What it's going to be is going to be an arms race. I think most of the perks are going to have minimal effects. You know, they'll change a few interactions, and then what will happen is you'll maybe get first week a lot of chaos where people just are getting used to it. They don't remember all the perks. They don't remember all the things that the perks will do. They'll be caught out by, oh wait, that torp turret's on the ceiling. Oh, that Sojourn sure has 2 slides. I've entered now with this shift, or something like that. There'll be lots of situations like that, similar to when a new hero comes out. You know, when Hazard's just one-shotting people and people don't know how to deal with it. So there'll be an adjustment period and all of that. What I think is, what is it? There's 168 perks are being introduced on Tuesday. That is a big number. Invariably, some of these are going to be overtuned and broken. But I think a small number. I'm thinking we're like a handful, like 5 maybe or something. But what will happen is that Tuesday, we're going to be in an arms race to figure out the broken ones as quickly as possible. So we might see a lot of volatility in results in that first week while people are all trying to figure this out. But I think for the most part, a lot of the perks are just going to be like, you know, useful but not broken type deal.
This Chinese water wielder has one of the most unique ability sets that we have ever developed. You'll learn more about him later this year. And before then, get ready for the Freya Hero.
Will there be something in the overlay to show spectators that the POX people picked? I hope so. I know they have it on the scoreboard, so when you're playing in game, you can see that. Do we know if perks are straight into comp? I don't know about ranked. Wait, I missed Chime's one. I need to tell you to go to sleep though, Chiman. Let's see. What hero do you think has benefit most from their perks? Tracer Prob is what I think, but maybe someone else. You know what I think is going to be busted? Is Cass not going to be broken? I mean, who knows, right? It's always really hard to predict these things when you're just reading a description on paper to how it translates. But my guess, if I had to put money on it, Cass, I think Cass will be broken. Because for Cass, that's that thing where if he hits 2 headshots, is it? He gets for reduction to his roll. And then he's rolling and reloading, and he's just got infinite bullets. If my Cass hits enough headshots to have infinite bullets and damage reduction, that could be pretty good. What role do I think could be least affected? I don't know. Just from reading through, I feel like a lot of the tank ones were a little bit underwhelming. The Zarya piercing, or maybe a good shout. I feel like Zarya is always like such a hard hero to get away with in Overwatch, but maybe enough buffs and it changes. And to be fair, actually, the bubble buff is really good, right? You know the one where bubble gives like a little speed boost as well? Imagine you're trying to deal with a speed boosting Genji who, a speed boosted bubble Genji, and he can have double jump after dash as well. Fuck. You know? Maybe there's like maybe there's something in that. Oh, I've not been drinking enough water. That's not the optimal way to do this. Eat all the food, drink all the water. Do you think double flex will be a lot better with perks? I don't know, maybe. I think there's loads of like I don't know how quite like I don't know what it'll be, but I think what will happen is it won't be I think it's less likely that one perk is really broken. But there's like what if we do 2 perks together? Like what's the combo of perks or something, you know? If we start on this comp and both heroes get this, is our comp just busted, you know? Like think about, you know, the Winston one where he's bubble heals. Is Winston Tracer Genji just broken? If everyone gets in the bubble and gets healed? You know, is that just broken if they can sort of combo this and then Genji has like extra mobility and Tracer has extra mobility? Mobility is like, what we've seen with Overwatch over the years is mobility is fucking broken. Like, guys, if you can move, it's really good. Kiriko, Juno, Sojin. So maybe stuff like that, and that kind of gives people more movement abilities, enables those characters with movement abilities, may be good. Yeah, so Zarya is probably a decent example of that as well. Will perk meta nullify counter swap meta? No, from what I understand, and maybe someone who's like maybe watched more of the streamers or something could correct me on this, but if it's wrong. But I think once you swap, so say you're on perk 3, you're feeling good, but you let me try first, Toby. Come on, I know I'm normally wrong, but I think I've got this one. I think when you swap, it resets to 0, but doesn't it charge faster once you swap? Like you gain it back quicker. So there's like a bit of mitigation there to help with swapping. Yeah, you're right. You don't have to be so angry about it. Sometimes I can be right. I don't know what that time difference is, right? But there's some mitigation in there as well. So people are just going to have to kind of experiment around. Right. I do need more water because I just finished it. 1 year, right? I'm going to grab some water and I'll be back and we'll lock in for North America as well, okay? So be right back. I reckon I have time. I'll be okay. Oh.
just like Alexander the Great, they have nothing left to conquer. Blue ball falls as Sugar Free just carving them asunder. Oh my God!
Merit again.
This might just be it, nearing 99%, but Limp, even the devil looks away in disgust.
We have the very best in the world fighting for this OWCS World Final. The Junker Queen comes in, and it's a triple catch in the fight, and he's going to get another big down blossom. That's how they stay alive. They can't let go of the momentum now. Has to try and go for a rally to stay alive, but what a stick! What? Excuse me? What did I just see?
Oh, I'm back in time. I was worried I left it too late, man. My fiance was hoping Nando's would win. Unfortunate. That's what you get for believing in democracy, unfortunately. Check Quartz's stream. Oh, is he doing emotional messages again? Oh. There he is. He is. He is. He's playing Valorant as well. He's got rid of most of them.
Yeah, Chamber.
Super sad playing this because you're a loser. Oh. Oh, Quartz. Bless him.
What? Yes, I like this one.
Yes, I like. Did you say yes? I like it. Fuck's sake.
هذا منا تاني. لا لا خلاص خلاص. Even one. One mid, one mid.
واحدة.
I'll drop him a boost.
More mid, more mid.
That's a good spot. Chamber كان ايه معاه
One enemy remaining.
I'll drop him a boost and he'll be okay. Send the boost his ways.
What does that do, Commander?
Reyna.
Exclamation mark boost. Nice. Keep boosting. Boost you. Nice.
This guy's not a Marble's head. He's boosting himself. Nice, guys. Thank you for the boost for Quartz. We'll help him out of this one. We'll help him out of this one.
Oh my god! I can't!
He needs a lot of them. He needs a lot of them. Bless him. Tough loss. VP. Toughest fixture in the books at the moment, isn't it? All right. Let me...